Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to Noel's Garden Tractors and Firewood. And today is Sunday. I don't know what day it is, but I don't know what date it is. 21st. Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, I thought of that before I even looked at anything. Sunday the 21st. So today we got a little bit of, well, I guess since yesterday, midday or early morning or whatever, a little bit of snow come down for the last 24 to 36 hours, just a little bit. So ended up maybe there might have been 2 or 3 inches on the ground there. And it wasn't wet snow, but it wasn't fluffy. It was kind of like a snowman snow. So I still got to clear off the cars yet. Anyway, I didn't know if I was going to clear this driveway or not today, but I did, so that's what was kind of going on so far today. And today is the Sunday afternoon fireside chat. I don't know what I'm going to chat about, but anyway, we'll find something to go on foolish about. So I had this out today, and she worked good again. I got covered in snow because there was no cab on it. And the other thing is, it doesn't have either a hydraulic or a power top chute controller. So if I had one of those on there, it wouldn't be near as bad for getting covered in snow. Now, one thing you can do with them is just slow your engine down quite a bit. Almost this one will pretty near throw snow while it's on idle. So you can slow down the snow quite a bit coming out of the chute that way. And you're not getting as much up in the air, but anyway, it's just the way it is here with the wind. I get covered in snow. But like I say, like that tractor has the top chute diverter, and so does the John Deere, and that really helps that problem with getting covered in snow. So this one here, I don't know if I'll ever put something on it or not. I kind of like the look of it like that, and I don't really want to do anything with that. So I'll just put up with it, I guess. Just get covered in snow. But she worked great. Worked great. Yeah, what else do I have? I don't know if I showed you this before or not, but I have a Case 446 tractor manual. Now this is for serial numbers. I'd kind of have to look that up, I guess. Not necessarily for this tractor. It is and it isn't. This is an 82 tractor, 1982. This case book would be a little bit older than that. So while I'm thinking of it, I'll sit down here and see if I can look it up. And I'll see if I can get you set up here so you can see. Not much of a fireside chat yet, is it? No fire. Anyway, it's on. I wouldn't be in here if it wasn't on. Now, this thing is It's a great thing, but it's kind of awkward at times, this camera holding thing. There, we'll see how that goes there like that. Now, what do I got to do here? I'll get a new thing here. And we'll go to tractor data. If anybody has tractors and is interested in the specs and things on them, tractor data is the place where I go to. And it has farm tractors. If it's not listed there, then you hit all farm tractors and go down the list, find what you're looking for. And it has lawn and garden tractors. And the same thing again, just hit all lawn tractors and you'll be able to find what you're looking for. So we'll go down here. Now we need what? JI Case lawn tractors. Supposed to be garden tractors, but anyway. So we go to 446. Now, I don't know now. Oh yes, they do have serial numbers here. So this book says serial number 9728. 9728. 158. Okay, so this one here. So it's a manual for 1976 and after, it says, going by that serial number. So mine's an 82. And the change in serial numbers here between 1980 and 81, I believe Case was probably sold in that time period, or was going to be sold, and that's why they changed the serial numbers, I think, but I'm not sure on that. Anyway, and that's what an older Case looks like. That. Let me get a picture of that. I don't think we can. Maybe. Nope. That one looks the same as my own. But the older tractors were that color. They had the desert sand color here. And I can't remember what they call that. Red. Flambeau red, I think. So the color of these, the newer ones like mine, is called power red, even though it looks orange. So anyway, my 224, my Case 224 is supposed to be that color, but somebody painted all this tin work white for some reason. Anyway, it looks all right, so I don't mind. So then if you just look up your year here, so this is from 72 when they started making the 446 to 76, and then you can go from 77 to 88. So it's a real good resource on if you're looking to find stuff out about a tractor. It has a lot of information in it. It tells you the dimensions and the fuel and hydraulic system, some different types of information about hydraulics. These tractors have 8-gallon a minute pump, so that's fairly lively. That's more than a lot of subcompact and compact tractors. hydraulic drive. We've got that, so top speed 8.7 miles an hour. I think that's a little bit faster than some of the subcompacts, I think. Anyway, so hydraulic drive. It is not a hydrostatic tractor, it's a hydraulic drive. So it has the pump that makes the pressure and flow, and then it has a hydraulic motor that drives the rear end differential. So there now. But like I say, you can look up, got all kinds of case tractors here. And then they were sold to Ingersoll. So there's Ingersoll right there. So Ingersoll has all the tractors. Ingersoll didn't stay around all that long either, I guess. But anyway, so let's say, what have we got here? 4016 would be basically the same as the 446. Same dimensions, same type of engine. It was a known engine, but not exactly the same as what's in mine. And some of them came with a Briggs & Stratton engine too. Still had the 8 gallon per minute pump. They had silver wheels instead of white. And I'm not sure about the orange or red paint. I don't know what they called that, but anyway, it's a great resource. I use this site a lot. If I happen to be watching a YouTube video with a tractor in it that's got a number or something on it, I basically go to this site and look it up just for the heck of it. That's my thing, is just looking up things for to find out what was what with the tractor, and it's just a hobby. John Deere tractors. There's my 140 there. The John Deere's comparably slow compared to the case. It's only 6.8 miles an hour top speed. Anyway, like I say, you can look up pretty near any tractor on this site, and it's got information. Farm tractor or lawn tractor. And what do we got here? Boland's. Lots of Boland's tractors. Yep, lots of Boland's tractors. Yep. Cub Cadet tractors, 431 tractors that they made. John Deere made 418. Simplicity was made 351. Wheel Horse 245. What else has it got in here? Power King tractors, so I like those. Those are neat tractors. Not too many of those around here. I think there was a dealer in Nova Scotia at one time. There's maybe more of them over there somewhere. But anyway, it's a great site. That if you're looking up, if you have tractors or if you're in interest in finding out details about tractors, that's the place where I go to find out. So anyway, we'll go back and we'll have a sit down by the fire. And I got no remote mic on today, so hopefully you can hear me. Something I want to show you here. I made a mistake today. I got the kerosene lamps on, but look at that. I lit it and then turned it up and forgot that once they get hot, the flame gets higher, and there's what happens. Completely sort of up. So I've got it set back down to where it should be. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Fellow gets doing something and forgets, and this one here is still burning all right. So. All right, so I got no stickers today, so there won't be any studio light on today. There might be a sticker or two coming sometime. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's see if we can get you set up here. Yeah, that's not too bad. Well, I gotta get my coffee. I'm still kind of cold for me to clean the snow. So there now. So as I've said before, I know he can't, but it'd be great if somebody could come along for a Sunday afternoon fireside chat. We've got 2 chairs and there's 5 tractors here with seats in them. So. And I got a chair up front, so we get 8 people in here. That'll make a great Sunday afternoon entertainment. See, my son has got his Ford tractor, I think. Well, he's got the Ferguson tractor going too. So. Very nice. He's having fun today too, him and the junk car. Well, that little Ford 10 compact 4-wheel drive tractor, that's just look what it's happening. So, I don't know what else to tell you today, because the weather next week is not looking too bad. I think it's sunny for up until next Thursday. And then it's maybe snow or something on Friday night and Saturday, but that's what it said last week too. It didn't really, well, we got some snow, but not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. Well, I gotta get back to doing something this week. I'm gonna try and work on that mowing deck for the MF7 tractor. That should be the next thing on my list, I think. So I'll have to get the table up there cleared off and see what I can do with it. I can't even forget what was wrong with it. So I think there's a bearing going in one of the 90-degree gearboxes. And where I'd ever get a bearing for that, I don't know. Anyway, take it apart, or at least take a look at it and see. So, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of getting into that rambling mode again. That's why I need a few just here to kind of sit here and kind of keep things going. So, I'm going to show you something here. I just picked these up again in gold. Yep. All right, so I'll show you the mower deck that I was talking about. So I've got to get this kind of cleaned off and whatever, and then get a look at something here. Now, this is a little bit kind of a different drive system on these decks. The belt comes from up by the engine and drives that pulley and shaft over to the two gearboxes. And that stuff out of the way. See, there's what happens. You get too much junk around, falls down. So what's on here, how this worked was, if I can see what I'm doing here, there's a coupling here and there's a coupling here. So on this side of the coupling, on each one, there is a, what you call, I guess, an E-clip. So the idea was, if you needed to change the belt, you would pull this E-clip out, take this coupler and slide it that way. And the same thing on that side. And then this piece just comes right out of there. But because it's 50 plus years old, the fine spline in here and on the shaft coming out of the 90-degree gearbox get worn, because this of course has to have pressure to keep the belt tight, so there's always pressure going that way on those parts. So over time those splines get worn and then they start to slip. And that's not good, because this is a timed deck, so one blade has to be sitting like that and the other one has to be sitting like this. So if either one of those slip, the two blades could be banging into each other when they're going around, which has happened. So anyway, this probably slips in here, or that slips on there, and it just kind of makes a mess of stuff. So what I did, And it was quite a job. Holy cats, it was an awful job. Because these things are all hardened. So somehow I found a drill bit that would drill that. So I drilled through this one and I drilled through that one. And I did the same thing over here. And that way they don't slip. But I started having trouble with this one over here. This one or this one of these two. I started having trouble with it breaking the pins. You're going to put a pin in it and you break, and you put a pin in it and it break. Anyway, so I don't know what's going on. These two over here never broke. Those are the two I had put in there, so I don't know what's going on this side. That's part of my trouble, I guess. And as you can see, there's lots of movement there. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the thing, but that's how it kind of works. And when we bought this tractor years ago, we bought this 18 or 19 years ago, we went to a tractor supply place that sells these parts, and holy cats, it was over $100 then to get this and the two couplings, let alone the shafts in the gearbox. So I kind of doubt that they'd even be available today, and if they were, there'd probably be over $200. Which, in a way, I guess, if you want it to work, that's what you got to pay, I guess. But anyway, I try and fix things, I guess, instead of trying just to go run out and buy new. Anyway, that's what I got to get into here soon, because winter is going along. And as soon as we start hearing about the name March, well, then you're kind of thinking about spring, right? And you're kind of got all these winter projects to do, and it's springtime, or almost. You do start thinking about spring. So the winter projects kind of take a back seat. Anyway, that's what I'm hoping to get at here. And what's today? 21st, so we got a week and a half left of January. So we'll have to see what we're going to do with that. So I don't know if I had something else I was going to... Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Almost forgot all my buddies. Look at all them buddies there. Great channels there. Crappy's Workshop. Crappy had a little video there on his modifications to a snowplow the other day. Orange is my new green. And then we have Grampy's Workshop again, and Murphy Mowers. I don't know if he's still under snow yet or not. Len's keeping busy. He said he had a little bit of snow, I think. Oh, and Garden Tractor Boy. Joseph, look at that here. I didn't watch your video again. I'm behind on the videos again. Boulder Bob. He had a video on his wood splitter there not too long ago. In the backyard with Dell. Lewis Motors. Maintenance with Mike. RCAF Polar Express. Kenny, what was Kenny doing? Kenny was chucking wood chucking. Open Air Adventure. retired for life. Brian is back in his workshop, so he was at this step that he's making. Wood chips for flying. Down in South Carolina, where Rick is at, Rick's outdoors. He was a little bit too cold for him, I think, to be out into the wood yard. So I think they took a little break on that. Twin Brook Acres. Rick was kind of staying indoors too. I think he was out playing with his grandsons, I think. Everyday Projects. Craig. And Artie had a video out today. You should go watch that. He had his 1973 C8 Gravely, as I call it, a walk-behind tractor, but he has a sulky hook to it so he can sit on the sulky and drive it around. He was out plowing a whole bunch of wet snow in the big parking lot that he's got there. So that was a today video, so you should go and watch that. Artie's got great videos. All right, I guess that's it. So that's going to be the conclusion of the Sunday fireside chat. I have to go out and clean off the vehicles, I guess, a little bit before I go in for the day. And tonight's supper is going to be ham. Boy. All right. Oh yes, I'll post a video of me out with this case 446 cleaning the driveway. I'll either do that later today or tomorrow on Monday. So look for that one. All right. Goodbye now.